Azure Gleam. Into the Chasm.
Where am I?
Let's hold off on the weapons for now, okay? Probably best you don't move at all, actually.
Huh? What are you doing here, Claude? Glad to see you're okay, at least.
Not sure okay is the word I'd go with. Dimitri and I got sucked into some weird magic vortex.
One of your making, I can only presume.
When we came to, we were sprawled on the ground here. Charming place, if you ask me.
I take it you don't remember what happened. You changed, attempted to strike at us. We were thankfully able to subdue you, at least temporarily. But you came to and fled not long after. You were, by all accounts, a different person entirely.
I guess that kinda rings a bell. The last thing I remember is Arval telling me to slay the Ashen Demon. At least, I think it was Arval.
Arval?
The voice in my head. We've known each other for a few years now. Sounds pretty out there, right? This is why I never mentioned it.
And you claim this Arval suddenly decided to turn on you.
I know how it sounds, but yeah. There are two things I can say for sure. The first is that Arval's magic is what dragged us all in here. And the second is that there's no one in my head anymore.
What? How can you be sure?
Because I don't feel them. At least, not in my mind. Arval's somewhere else now. Somewhere distant.
Well, that's vague. How are we supposed to make heads or tails of any of this?
At the very least, I believe your account well enough to say you are no longer a threat to us.
Right. We can save all that metaphysics stuff for some other time. Anyhow, you wouldn't happen to know a way out of this dark, void place, would you?
About that, I know I said distant, but Arval's definitely here with us somewhere. If we can find them and figure out what magic they used on us, we might just be able to escape.
You sure are optimistic for someone who's surrounded by horrible nothingness.
It isn't as though we have any alternatives. We should take a look around. Perhaps we can learn more about this place in the process.
Dimitri? Where are you going?
So you were dragged in here as well, Edelgard. Are you all right?
What are you doing here? Where am I?
We aren't sure ourselves. But we have no intention of fighting you. Know that.
We? Who else is here with you?
Why'd you run off like that, Dimitri? Did you notice something? Wait, Edelgard?
It seems much has transpired without my knowledge.
Yeah, I don't think any of us really know what's going on here. By the way, Edelgard, you look pretty different from the last time I saw you. Did something happen to you?
The last time? When was that? It seems I have a fair number of gaps in my memory. The most recent thing I can remember is Aryan Road. You and I were squaring off, Dimitri, when Talus appeared and cast some dark magic on me.
That was over 6 moons ago. If Viscount Fenya's word is anything to go by, you've been serving as Duke Ayer's puppet ever since. Not only that, but Duke Ayer himself was under the nefarious control of Talus.
6 months? And tell me, what of the Empire? I can't believe I have to direct such a question to you two, of all people.
Adrestia changed big time after the battle at Aryan Road against the Kingdom. Your lands have been ravaged, your military has lost all discipline, and Lester and Fargus have since joined hands to put an end to the Empire's brutality. You're actually catching us right in the middle of the climactic fight.
After we routed the Imperial army in the Valley of Torment, you fled, escaping with Duke Aya. Once we put an end to him, we turned our gaze toward finding you. We're caught up in some bizarre magic which brought us here.
That was all rather painful to hear, but I thank you for the explanation. I'm not sure how exactly Talus is manipulating me, but he is clearly doing so to steer the Empire toward his own desires. In the past, he took over the body of my uncle, Lord Arundel, and snatched the reins of Adrestia as its regent. Meaning history is repeating itself in the grandest, most vile way.
So it's true then. Lord Arundel was actually Talus.
You've got to help us get out of here, Edelgard.
I would be glad to, once you inform me further about the current state of Fodlan. I've been, in essence, asleep the last half a year, remember?
Yes. I suppose we can afford a short break, to bring you up to speed before we resume our search.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yes.
What do you hope to accomplish once this war is over, Claude?
Why? Worried I have some nasty plot up my sleeve? Well, I don't. Although I doubt you're gonna like what I do have planned. I'm just gonna come out and say it. After the war, I'm going to abolish the Central Church and depose the Archbishop. The people of Fodlan have been shackled by this decrepit system for too long, and I'm ending it.
You're going to do away with the Church?
That's right. Think about it. Who steals your freedom and gives you an endless list of duties and obligations simply because you have a crest? Who forces you and your friends into a bunch of unwanted marriages and positions of power? The Church even forbids any official contact with outside regions. Not exactly great for Fargus, right? Being as close to Serang and Albinia as you are.
But to be clear, your issue is with the Church, yes? Not with Fargus itself?
Exactly. We have nothing to gain by fighting you. And really, our enemy isn't the actual Church so much as the people at the top who make all the decisions.
I understand where you're coming from, Claude. And on a personal level, I actually agree with you.
But as a king, you're opposed.
Yes, for 3 reasons. First, abolishing the Church would deny the king's right to rule Fargus. Without one, the people will descend into chaos and war. Would you be able to take responsibility for such a thing once it came to pass? Second, recklessly discarding the Church will only incite discord among the clergy and its supporters. And finally, a revolution of this nature will not only mean casualties among the common folk, but will endanger your own life as well.
Leaving the first two for a second, I have some serious issues with that last one. I'm glad you're concerned for my safety, but I can take care of myself.
But don't you see? The people you wish to depose are human, just as you are. No matter what ingenious scheme you come up with, or how careful you try to be, they will suffer. And their vengeance will eventually find you, no matter how hard you try to stave it off. I know full well the guilt that accompanies such actions, and the retribution they provoke.
Everyone has to deal with the consequences of their decisions. If you let it rule you, Fodlan never changes. And if it doesn't change, it'll just fall apart.
But not taking the time to look where you're going will only lead you to stumble and fall. And if there are those who would be hurt by this, I consider it my duty to help them.
There you go, trying to save everyone again. You really are too good for me.
To be honest, I'm jealous of how you're not burdened with the same restrictions.
In the world I'm trying to create, you wouldn't be burdened by them either. You could even... No, forget that. I'm serious about what I said, though. And I really do admire how you want to save everyone. Honestly, if you weren't a king, I think we could have been friends.
I feel much the same. Had I joined with you, I might have been able to see a different vision of Fodlan. Over here. I hope you're well.
Hey!
Oh boy.
Huh?
Well, I'm stumped.
Enough with the searching glances, Dimitri. Say what you're going to say.
I was just thinking that I find it difficult to speak with you, even now that we have the opportunity to exchange words peaceably. Too many have died for us to suddenly have meaningful heart-to-heart conversation.
Oh, that's not how I feel. Unless you mean you don't wish to speak with the tyrant you consider responsible for their deaths. In which case, let's just believe what we believe, accept that our paths have diverged, and see this through to the very end.
You're placing words in my mouth. Still, I suppose that does cut to the heart of the matter. I will not claim that all my choices were right, but I accept responsibility for them. I made them carefully and with full knowledge of the consequences.
And I'd like to think I can say the same. But this is unproductive. We need to get out of here.
Fair enough. But first, answer me this. Do you know what became of your mother and Selma?
Why would I?
Someone told me that you would know how she met her end. Although I suspect that was nothing more than the dying ravings of a madwoman.
It was. I haven't seen my mother since I was a child. It would have been right before she was exiled. You would know what happened better than I.
I suppose so. Regardless, thank you for answering. Now, shall we get back to finding our way out?
Please, we can't resolve anything so long as we're trapped in this.
That was quite the tremor.
Whatever this place is, I find myself liking it less by the moment.
Can you stand?
Yes, thank...
Perhaps we can put our differences aside, if only for the moment. The hostilities will do us no good here.
Yes, I suppose you're right. I can agree to that. You know, I just remembered something from back when I was but a child. I had fallen to the ground and was met with a kind hand reaching out to help me up. I took it without thinking, without even looking first to see who it was. I suppose that shows you how much I've grown. Dimitri, what is it?
I have a similar memory. One of helping a little girl who had fallen in the dirt.
Knowing you, such occurrences would have been commonplace in your youth. Don't try to imply we share a memory.
No, I rarely forget an important face. Often to my own woe, I might add.
Enough. Let us end this before we both make greater fools of ourselves. We need to escape. That's our only priority. Not that the world outside will be any kinder to me than the one in here.
Edelgard,
What are you doing? You should know I won't hesitate to leave you behind.
Indeed. I'm coming, Elle. I wonder...
Yeesh. You can't tell forward from back in here. Let's try over that way, maybe?
Good idea. It seems different from the rest of the void. Look out!
So it failed. Has my skill degraded that sharply over the years?
Arval.
I have been searching for you. And look what you brought me. The three who fancy themselves sovereigns, ruling over that abomination's wretched spawn. What unexpected luck. I do hope you are all prepared to face death this day.
So you're Arval, huh? Sorry, but I can't say dying here sounds all that appealing. What we'd really like is for you to lift this weird sorcery of yours and send us home.
Oh, I do not think that will be happening. But even if I desired to accede to your wishes, the great forbidden spell of Zahras is a one-way journey. None can escape this eternal darkness.
Are you certain? Would killing you not accomplish the task?
Something tells me they wouldn't lay this trap, only to suffer the same fate as us. If this being can free themselves from this void, it stands to reason that so too can we.
Then try cutting me down if you like. Sadly, what you see before you is but an illusion. I have a task to fulfill, and once it is accomplished, I shall leave this place alone.
Arval, wait! What task are you talking about? Why did you use me? What are you trying to do here?
Ah, but you are mistaken. I am not Arval. My name is Epimenides, an ordinary man who vowed to kill the beast which set the earth ablaze. Do you not comprehend my purpose? I must save this world and its true people. That is why I chose to pass my consciousness down through the ages. And you are the vessel for that consciousness.
What does that mean?
I don't know what's going on, but I do know whoever that is needs to be stopped.
And how far are you willing to go? Will you cut down your own friends to reach me?
Hubert? No. It must be a double.
If so, it's completely indistinguishable from the real thing. This is vile sorcery indeed.
The Emperor is before you. Deal the killing blow.
You can't fool me. If it were really you, you'd understand.
God, no! Don't do this! I can't believe you would hurt me.
This is harder than I thought. I mean, how do we know for sure they're not real? Your Majesty, why are you consulting with the enemy? He's right where you want him.
Why are you... No. This is a deception. The man I know would never raise a weapon at me. Their screams are so real.
There. Stop. But steel yourselves. Don't know who will confront next.
Are we being warped away? No. Space itself is distorting around us.
Our surroundings have changed.
This place is so twisted you can't even tell where you are.
Enemy down!
Our presence alone gives our soldiers the courage to fight on.
Aren't you sad for your comrades, murderers? There it is. There is your rage.
Uh-oh. I can spot one fake, but how do I tell which Edelgard and Dimitri are on my side?
Perhaps each of us should take on their own double to prevent confusion.
That's not a bad idea. Illusion or no, I must thank our adversary for letting me experience that.
This darkness is a mirror for the soul. And once a soul is imprisoned here, it is eternally severed from the real world.
Is that why Edelgard is returned to normal? Some trick of the darkness?
I can't say it's pleasant watching my own death.
Stop playing the kind soul. Everything we've ever wanted is before, right for the taking. If you're really me, then you already know why I'm doing this. I don't like leaving my fate up to luck.
My accomplishments won't mean a thing if I'm not still standing when the battle's over.
You must be the best mercenary who ever lived. I feel like I just slew my twin brother. the last of the illusions.
Take this! So it would seem.
At least now we're certain they're not real. We can cut them down without mercy.
Again? Please tell me we're gonna find that guy this time.
Right. Let's get searching.
Oh, but you four are a marvel. To think you are already adapting to this place.
Out of the way!
Now have the grace to lay down your lives and let the world you've torn apart heal. There you are, my partner in destiny.
You're not Arval. And even if you were, I'd fight you all the same.
Destroying me will achieve nothing, for you will all still be trapped in this place. Unfortunate, but you are forcing my hand.
So even our mercenary friend gets offended. This is going to take all of us. Time to put our differences aside.
My attacks aren't getting through. What's going on?
None can stand before us.
What about our phantom mercenary friend? We know we can harm the illusions, right?
Why does it have to be you? I don't want to fight you! Not often a gal gets to fight herself. I think I'm gonna enjoy this. Okay, I hate this. It even thinks like me. On to the next one.
Show me what you're capable of.
It seems I am forced to do this myself. So be it. Come at me if you dare.
Our adversary has finally run out of tricks. Time to finish this.
Nothing I do is enough. How much more must I sacrifice? No, this isn't over. Be gone with you! The cycle of this world must be protected! You fool! Why must you resist me so?
You know my reason. The tomorrow we're fighting for. It's ours to
make! It's incredible. Just how strong you've become.
Arval.
You have grown more than I ever thought possible. And yet, I've never felt more alone.
Looks like we made it out in one piece.
Are you sure about that? I still have no idea what's going on.
Yes, it all felt like a strange fever dream. Whatever was that place? It seems we've lost sight of Edelgard as well.
Maybe she got back before we did and hightailed it out of here. I doubt she got far, though. The real question is, where would she go?
Garreg Mach, surely. She must seek to reconvene with the Imperial forces.
What do you want to do? Should we get back to the search? Or maybe we'd be better off regrouping with the others first.
The latter. We weren't gone long, but I worry for our friend's safety.
I should probably get back to my people, too. I don't want them going gray over little old me. But I'll see you both over at Garreg Mach. Oh, and feel free to clobber the Imperial Army without us if you get there first.
Very well. We will see you there, Claude.
Lord Uncle.
Do not worry me so, Edelgard. Come, let us handle everything for you. It has served us all exceedingly well so far.
Yes,